And a 1, and a 2, and a hi, everybody!
Dude on the logo, he's so happy. Like,
Oh, the Snatcher down there?
I'm hanging out.
What's up?
Is that a giant thing of meat?
Yeah, those are Rolling Around Mafia Town. So hi, everybody! It's episode 3 of A Hat in Time, and I'm here with my partner in crime. We're here to... I don't know if we're using our names on this at all. I'm doing all this under a pen name. I don't know if you want one. I should have asked you this beforehand. You know what? We just won't... Jessica Rabbit. It's good. I don't think that's taken is the good thing. No need to Google it. It's plenty obscure. Who would append the last name Rabbit to a human name like that? So, last time, we did the Deadbird Studios, and we also did the very beginning of World 3, because we needed the hookshot to finish Deadbird Studios. Or Battle of the Birds. The world's got a couple of names. World 2. Now it's showing me the entrance to World 4 because we've unlocked it, but instead, we're off to World 3. After we talk to these eyeballs in a jar.
So, we meet again. My arch nemesis.
Kick it.
Oh, it's the Mafia boss. That's all that's left of him.
What?
Oh, lovely.
You don't remember me? How rude. It's me, boss of the Mafia. Remember? You blew me up in our little indiscretion, and your young friend captured my remains in this jar. I'm without a body. I should be furious, but it is okay. The past is the past, and I'll accept your carcass as an apology. If you won't hand it over, such nerve on such a small child. If I had hands, I would slap you. I'll just buy a new bone. There has to be some poor soul out there who would be willing to trade his corpse for money. I may not look like it right now, but I'm well traveled. I know the whereabouts of all the secrets on this planet. Buy my knot badge, and I will show you where you can find relics that will make you rich.
Yeah, well, I mean, what else is the retina gonna attach to? I mean, the retina's not attached to anything else on the other side, but... You know.
Okay, remind me to do this later. There's, one of the computers in your room is a Corgi text adventure, and I'm gonna do that during the 100% cleanup run.
What?
Yeah, baby. But right now we got, you and me, we got crickets to chase.
Restless crickets?
Oh god. Those bastards. Restless crickets are like... I'm pretty sure they tested those to specifically disappear the second you're trying to pick them up when you see them while you're just mowing grass down. Alright, so this time... Oh lord. Okay, so this time we're gonna do Queen Vanessa's Manor.
Oh,
and if you have small children in the room, you should probably send them out for about like 15 minutes, and I'm not kidding. It's fucking terrifying. So... The devs actually put in a it's like not even a cheat, there's just a secret path that lets you skip this level because it's friggin' terrifying.
Well, like, the visuals are one thing, but the music changes when Queen Vanessa's coming close to you, and that's more unnerving, I think, than anything else.
No, the sound design in this is fantastic. Oh good, another one is traps. You actually need to fall into all of them to complete the level, so...
Your contractual obligations yet? Don't take it personal, kid, but stay clear of my traps. There's only so many times my voice can handle yelling like that. You're taking the experience away from other people. But since you did step in my trap, I
like this jazzy background to this.
Oh yeah, he's got a good theme.
You stand into my forest, and now you must pay the price. Pick your poison. Which burden do you want to carry for the rest of your life?
I'm gonna pick to kill the haunted toilet.
The burden of $1 million, please.
No, we're totally gonna kill the haunted toilet, the Toilet of Doom. That's real great. That's a fun one.
should be a breeze. All the difficult contracts for the newbies, though, which is really rude when you think about it.
Let's be best friends.
Whatever, I'm off. Smell you later.
Alright. So there's a little lead up to Queen Vanessa's manor here, because we gotta get to it. And I'm a little turned around now, because that cutscene's a little disorienting. Okay, so there's the bridge, so we want to head this way. Yeah, here we are.
The manor is this way.
Thanks, buddy!
Thanks, bro.
So those are the purple thingies that make translucent. So I could do this with the bells, but I totally crafted the Dweller Mask already. Ah! It is a little tricky with the Dweller Mask because you gotta do it just as the duration runs out so that you get up here. But come on, say my first rodeo. Also, a lot of these are skippable with speedrunning tricks and stuff, but I don't know how to do them, so. I should have warmed up longer. Unfortunately, the stream was a little, the timing on this one was a little just right up next to bedtime for the boy, so, yeah. Aw, started it too early.
Well, sound design is really cool. Like, your mask makes the music go slow and muffled.
Yeah.
Like you're underwater or something.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, she's cold!
cold.
You didn't need to put on your snow quill outfit. Otherwise you're gonna start taking damage from the elements.
No, we can't just make Breath of the Wild
What?
references the entire time.
What?
I know.
Breath of the Wild.
It's all we do now. Okay, so there's an enemy around here that is a reference to a popular television show. Perhaps we will encounter it. Did you see it?
Wasn't paying
Oh, it's one of the. It's similar to the Weeping Angels from that one show that the kids like.
Of the Doctor Who's.
Yeah, you know, that brand new television show. Sprang fully formed from the mind of.
Certainly hasn't been around since the 20s as a radio serial.
So, this is... Kat says we're allowed to make Breath of the Wild references constantly, so I'm gonna...
Excellent. So this is like the waterlogged dungeon part of Hyrule Castle.
You signed that paper about not using your hats. Don't use them. Thanks.
Yeah, that's actually... We really can't. So... if you zoom the camera around, so there's like this dealie here, this treasure. And if you zoom the camera... I don't know if I can actually. It's fixed, but there's a hole you can crawl through right there that lets you skip the whole level. And so, last call, if anybody's got kids in the room, send them out. This is about to get really freaky. So this is Queen Vanessa's manor. And I forgot that you can't belly slide up here, which is why I started crawling instead. So we can hide places and hope she passes over us.
Oh gosh.
She's right there. Oh, she might be heading right
How
here
did she
too.
not see you?
I don't know. Bad peripheral vision. Ooh, cookies!
All that red glowy shit she puts in her eyes.
Down, God, what I forgot to do?
Look at her face. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, her face looks like my face right now. So, your camera's fixed in here, so that you can't look around for her. Unless you're hiding, then you have time to stop and take a look around. Oh. She's out. She's right there. Oh, God.
It's nice of you. Nice of them to show you her shadow.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Taking your shit, bye.
Taking go on, bye. See all the ice people? I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. How'd she get up here?
Magic.
My prince is gone.
Well, why'd you turn her into an ice statue?
Okay. So not in here. I got time to sit here and read. Hey, rift open. Hooray, loot. Okay, not in here. Can you? Okay. So now I think I gotta rid myself of these balloons. In some fashion.
Jealous of bacon?
Yeah. I heard you stealing my UFO toy.
Sounds like some psycho bitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is much like Among the Sleep. Where is it? Where is it? Metal Gear. Hey, I said that there weren't any stealth levels outside of Big Bird or Dead Bird Studio.
So you lied!
Turns out, yeah, it's my perniciousness. Perniscosity.
Okay.
That's not a word.
That's not a word.
No. I could just double jump up there. I'm saying,
Like, so...
I'm pretty close.
Yeah, like, why can't you just grab the same balloon? And,
Oh. It's gotta be different balloons so that it builds tension. Shit. What do I do now?
Did she steal your train set?
No, I think I steal hers. Or something like that. Or yeah, maybe they just did reuse the asset. Oh, someone's in the shower. I'll just, you know...
So, why would you shower with the fucking ice statue?
Yeah, the condensation can't be doing that statue any favors. Okay. I will say once again that I'm extremely grateful that this game's checkpointing is so generous. Here at the mysterious attic.
Creepy face on the wall is, not cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Hold on, there's treasure here. Hey, another relic. It's a cow. I really wanted to get both relics here because I don't want to come back. Okay, and we are done with Queen Vanessa's manor. Thank God. I'd say you can bring your children back in the room, but it's almost 9. I'm sure they're asleep. Alright, well,
Ours isn't.
no, I guess that's true.
Playing in dresser drawers.
I don't know, he's been quiet for a little bit. Like, by which I mean about 10 seconds, so that's promising. Well, fortunately, that was kind of a tense note to open the episode on, but this is going to be more lighthearted here. For example, we're about to do a level called Toilet of Doom, so... This level is entirely one boss fight. I love the splash art for this one, too.
Oh, it's got a little heart on it.
Oh, I don't have the badge. Hold on.
What badge?
I don't have the projectile badge.
What does that do?
This is real important. We're gonna have to go back to the hub. I gotta buy that real quick. Sorry, I'm missing something really important. It's not actually required to beat the boss, but I need it. I need it. Ah, crap, except the only way... Well, here, I can do Subcon well, because they don't actually make you go to the place you're supposed to do. You can just run back into the town and find the badge seller. It makes this boss fight a lot more fun and interesting if I have it. So I'm gonna do it real quick, and we can chat about stuff. You know, how's the baseball? How's our baseball team doing? You watch baseball, right?
No.
Oh, right.
Badges on.
Okay. Projectile badge.
Someone I knew went to a Saints game recently.
That's cool. So, this is the projectile badge. I'm going to show off what it does in a second. This is the scooter badge. It replaces your sprint hat with a scooter you can drive around. You know we'll be buying that. And then he's going to sell me one more badge pin, but all I can really afford right now is the projectile badge. So this badge is a reference to Super Mario RPG on the SNES. There's a fan-favorite character named Geno who does not appear in any other game, even though fucking everybody else gets to show up in Mario Kart. Okay, so I've got the projectile badge. Geno has a gun arm that charges up with these little stars, and so here's what the projectile badge does. You hold down your attack button, and you can charge it up to different amounts, and it'll do more damage based on how high the charge is. And it is significantly longer range than your little other projectile attack. But it has a nasty habit of when you're just trying to regular attack, if you push the button down a little too long, it'll stop you in place, and you get stuck. So you don't want to have it equipped all the time. Anyway, back to Hoob, because we're gonna go fight that toilet. That outhouse. I mean, strictly it's an outhouse. I don't know that it's really... I guess they're kind of the same thing. Synonymous. I just think they could have called it Biffy of Doom, and I would have been really happy.
Truly.
A hat in 20X, yes.
20X DX.
Alright. Whatever. We're off to fight the toilet, the wonderful toilet of doom. So I'm gonna no-hit this boss, and I'm gonna do it while singing the Doom song from Invader Zim.
Well, at least the Doom song is easy to remember.
I'm going to do neither of those things. So we want our sprint hat for this. So the gimmick of this boss is that we need to get him vulnerable, and to do that we gotta hit him with these cherries. These are a lot like the... Yeah, he launches trains at you, which is why we want the projectile badge, so we can just shoot at him and get him to stop right away. A lot easier than trying to get into brewing hat range with it. So that jump, if you're on the ground, it will bounce you up, just like the disco balls in the Battle of the Birds. And we need the hookshot badge for this one. Oh, come on. Okay. My co-host here is going to go check on the kiddo. The green bubbles will hurt us because they're filled with poo water. Oh, that was bullshit. And here's his final attack. Well, okay, it's just the last new attack he adds. It's not literally the final attack in the battle. Hey, right! I am putting a cherry bomb in the toilet. Oh, I missed! Oh, I missed! That is a reference to the second Tenchi Muyo movie, Daughter of Darkness. I don't recommend it, it's bad. But I was super into it as a teenager because sexual innuendo was just the shit back then. Oh, I got bounced. And that's that. We can report successfully back to the Snatcher and be like, dude, I totally destroyed your toilet. Okay, I was hitting the wrong button. So that boss fight's pretty short, easy, and fun. I like that one. It's a mini-boss, kind of like that barrel battle from the first level, so it's not really supposed to be the climactic finale fight. We'll get to that soon enough. So, unfortunately, the next thing we gotta do is wander around until we hit one of his traps to unlock the final contract. But that's okay, I'm gonna look for time rift till I'm doing it. And then we will do the finale right away. So those are our 2 hints. And in order to do some of these, we need to, if you'll recall from last time, there were those forest dweller spirits that we needed to burn paintings in order to appease them. And that unlocks sections of the forest, so we're going to have to probably do that too. I think there's a couple more of them. And I believe the time rifts are hidden behind them. I don't know about the... I'm pretty sure that the... Well, you know what? I am waiting for Wifey to come back anyway. So I'm going to try to tackle this tree real quick while we're waiting. Because I did real terrible at this the other night. Oh, I definitely want the hover badge for this bad boy. And I'm going to take things slow and careful and quiet. He's lying. He says no, not far to go. He's a goddamn perfidious mountebank. A larcenous, duplicitous mountebank. As Bentley the Yeti would say. Spyro 3 reference. What? Okay, I'm going to be quiet because I gotta concentrate. And that is the Subcon Forest Tree. Whew! Pretty sure that's the toughest platforming section in the game. Yeah, I can't believe I had so much trouble with it last time, because I apparently just cleared it in one shot there. One little fall, but nothing really back to the way, all the way down. Unless I forgot. It's possible that happened and I forgot about it, because, you know. Somebody please be sure to let me know. Yeah, he's implying that if you blow up these tombstones, you'll get pawns. Which, now that I think of, we need about 1 billion of. We have more levels to buy. We got like another badge pin, another badge, a couple more badges, and one of them I think is 500. So we need to be farming these anyway. Gosh, it sounds like a real struggle for life and death in there. I'm hoping that Xander's going to bed shortly here. Okay, I've been like assiduously not saying Liz's name, but I've said Xander's a couple of times, so I think the jig is just up at this point. I guess I don't have to stick to my pen name at all times. Just mortally afraid of getting doxxed, I guess? I got a kid, you know? So the easiest way is just find glowing stuff and walk toward it. Well, I was trying to just get it directly on there, but that actually looked quite a bit more impressive. I might have. I don't remember for sure. Speaking of which, I gotta take that off. We're going back to the no bonk badge. Here inside the no bonk zone. Okay, that's the last relic. Sweet. Good. I was afraid I was going to be wandering the forest for the rest of my damn life looking for the last one, so... Because I kind of forgot where all of them are, right? We need 32 yarn for our next hat. We have 5. Anyway, the hover badge I don't think even triggered while I was climbing this time, because all it does is prevent fall damage. So it doesn't actually make the platforming easier. Oh hey, there's another relic. Oh god, are there... Oh no. Well... Oh no, maybe it just does sets of them. And it'll just give you the next one in sequence. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the treasure chests are kind of dynamic like that. And then the ones... once you find all of the... Once you find all of them, they all turn into rift tokens, I believe. Like the rest of them. I don't know an encyclopedic amount about this game. Oh man, this thing. So there's a platforming area over here. I didn't know that you needed the hookshot to do it the first time I played the game, and I got surprisingly far without it. These first few jumps aren't that tough once you're familiar with the mechanics, but these ones, without the hookshot, were pretty damn tough. This is a mechanic they do sometimes that I'm not super fond of, where they make you homing attack onto enemies in order to, like, use them as platforms to bounce around. And I'm not a huge fan of it because sometimes the input on the homing attack is a little finicky and doesn't want to go, even when you are correctly doing it. And that's a no-no. You want your game mechanics to work consistently, especially if you're going to be making me do them over a chasm and killing me if I fail. But it's not horrible. It's like 1 time out of 30 or whatever, you know. Oh, God. That sucks. Well, here's the last trap. That was fortunate.
Oh, wait. It's you. I was kind of expecting a new victim to step in my traps. Don't take it personal, kid.
Yeah, so he does the same cutscene again, and we have one contract to go, so I'm just going to move through it. Oh, hey! Nice to see you, Alex. What's up?
You're leaving all the difficult contracts for the new.
It has been a super long time, dude. I've been meaning to hit you up recently. But I have a kid, and that's just, you know, no time. No time for a summer friend. No time for a summer friend. No time for the love you send. Seasons change and so did I. You need not wonder why. No, really though. We gotta hang out soon. Oh, and there's a time rift. We were looking for that. We'll do this one here. We'll do this one quick while we're here. It'll kick us back out to the hub anyway. I don't recall the Subcon Forest time rifts being terribly difficult, especially compared to the Deadbird Studios ones, but watch it make me eat my words. believe this one's just kind of to get you to practice the hook shot. But I already did that quite a few files ago. Oh, man. That would have been so cool if I had hit it. Can you imagine how cool that would have been? Alright, we'll do it the boring way. Okay, we get to roll on the... We get to spin the wheel! We busted a deal, so... Oh, that's a nice hat flare. We're gonna take that. That's for the basic hat, and we're going to equip it. Because it's cool, we get a rose on our hat now. Alright, so we've unlocked the last chapter of Subcon Forest here. Well, the act before the finale, of course. This is mail delivery service. Oh, look at that splash art. BFFs OTP. And wifey is back. Hello, wifey.
Hello. Baby is very tired.
Yeah?
Went in there in his mattress, torn to fuck. He had it flipped upside down up against the wall, and
Of course.
pulled all the stuff out of his dresser drawers.
I'm not hot.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail.
It's almost like someone cares about them.
Oh, I'm talking over the cutscene. Look at me. Every so often I sneak into mailboxes and steal letters, then deliver them to my minions. That way it's almost like someone cares about us.
But our last mailman has gone. You'll have to do. I've got a gift for the occasion. Although it requires a special kind of hat to use. I hope you've got it.
If you got this far without crafting the sprint hat... I mean, the game's fairly non-linear, it's possible.
It's only a rental. I need it back before you leave. Remember to put it on your sprint hat, or it does absolutely nothing. All of the minions who were awaiting mail will have an icon above them. Once you're done, come back here and clock out. Get it?
So this mission is fun and leisurely and very kind because okay, so we get a special scooter. We get to drive the scooter around. We right trigger to fire mail, and it's nice. The aiming controls aren't great, but the auto aim is extremely generous, and you got to just be like near the same zip code. And also, you have an unlimited amount of mail, so I can just do this. But you know, this is leisurely sort of mission, so we should. We've been watching this, or like, our son is into this show called PJ Masks. It is. It's super popular. If you've got a kid, you've probably heard of it or seen it or whatever yourself. And it's actually kind of cute. Like, I don't mind it at all. As far as toddler TV goes, it's fairly inoffensive. And at least toddler TV got past that thing where the characters are trying to talk to your kids and get your kids to talk back so that they don't.
Jump up and down.
Do it! You're not doing it! I can see into your living room! Obey, Dora! And
Where's the map? I can't find it unless you show me where the map is. Fuck you.
So,
Fuck you, Dora.
I'm no child psychiatrist or whatever, but whoa, that one where I aimed. I think it's bouncing off of the mushroom I'm next to. Yeah, okay. I'm no child psychologist or whatever, but kids at a young age like that have a lot of trouble distinguishing between reality and fantasy, and they don't really get that the stuff on the TV isn't real. And so, I always thought that was the worst thing to do, like, to actively try to confuse the child further, so that they think that, yeah. But anyway, PJ Masks. That's what I was talking about. It's pretty fun show. It's about these superhero kids. So let me say that the villains or whatever, but they've got this clear hierarchy to them where, like, Night Ninja usually just kind of screws around. He's got his little ninjalinos and they'll, like, be annoying, but...
It's funny because Night Ninja, like, they don't ever really defeat Night Ninja. He just decides he's too bored and he wanders away.
Right.
He's like, yeah, whatever, see ya.
But he's also kind of comically non-threatening, and he's usually, like, just trying to ruin somebody's birthday party or something. And then there's Romeo, who's, like, the crazy mad scientist guy. And he's, whatever, he's good enough. He's usually got, like, a robot or sets traps for them or something. But Luna Girl, when they catch up to Luna Girl, she's usually just lounging around like Eartha Kitt. And when they'll fight her 3-on-1, and she'll single-handedly dumpster all three of them until the plot twist happens. Like, she's the best villain by far. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, I agree, Alex. There's a key distinction with something like Mr. Rogers, where you just got kind of a personality. He's not trying to, like, order the children to react to him in some way, I think is the major difference. If they chose to, that was fine, but he wasn't trying to, like, make it an activity.
Everybody dance! I don't want to dance. Well, fuck you, Timmons!
And, yeah, as Matt is saying here, they actually act like toddlers to some extent, which I think is actually kind of the key to the show and what makes it good. Okay, so this might be the best boss fight in anything. This is so great. I'm just gonna shut up for a little bit here till the fight starts.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna steal all the stuff from the museum because it's tangentially related to the thing I want.
My favorite episode is the one with the puppets, because one of the superheroes, like Greg, just keeps getting distracted by the puppets, and it's so cute.
He's like, ha ha ha!
I'm not gonna move.
Right, Gecko.
Okay.
That wasn't a coincidence. It popped off the moment he stopped being useful to me. And guess who else just became obsolete? That's right. You. Now that possessed outhouse isn't bothering me anymore, and all those contracts of yours are tidied away, I don't need you around. Besides, you didn't think I was gonna let you keep all these timepieces, did you? They fell in my forest, kid. They belong to me.
Oh yeah, minor theme of this level is apparently the villain stealing your fucking hat! It's okay, it's not the source of all my worldly power or anything.
Time you saw what I'm really capable of, kid. Say goodbye to that little head of yours!
My head! That's where I keep my brain!
Oh my delicious dishes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to concentrate because this boss is really hard. Oh, crank it up and jam out to this.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Sorry, kiddo. Blue doesn't suit me. And I guess that makes me invincible, huh? That's too bad.
Whatever.
Yeah, you know, like, Attack on Titan, I like it in its own weird kind of way, but I don't like it as much as other people seem to. I definitely prefer Shadow of the Colossus. as far as defeating giant titans goes. Just the whole puzzle involved with defeating each Colossus is interesting. They all have their own little thing going on.
Did you just color me blue with my own attack? This can't count, right? Surely this doesn't count. That does it. Time to die!
It's the direction he winks. That took me way too long to figure out. And that's his hardest to dodge attack by far. That's it. That's a Snatcher. Yeah, dude, the look and sound, like, those are so satisfying. Alright. Big finale here.
You're such a disrespectful young lady. I feel so weak. Please. Have mercy. Please. Have a seat. All these timepieces landed in my forest. They are my property. So, let's make a deal, young lady. You get out of my forest, and we never see you again. How's that sound for a deal? Not a thing. Too bad. You don't make the calls here. Here, I'll even make it easier for you. Now, all that's left is for you to sign it.
Get out. Just get out.
Get out. Get out. None of it. Get out. Take all your junk and leave.
Wait.
Be nice. All of it.
Smiles.
Be my PF.
You understand that's not how contracts work, right?
It's called a counteroffer.
I'm giving you a chance to scram, kid. There's no catches or clauses this time. What if I give you your soul back? Will that make you leave?
The usual amount of empty.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
so empty.
Hello? Are you there? Why aren't you saying anything? You're quite the character, aren't you? And a tough negotiator. Fine. I'll sweeten the deal for you.
I want my hat back. You ever stop being my friend, I'll have your ass in for promissory estoppel.
If I continue to see you around my forest after this, I'll be very disappointed.
And that's the Subcon Forest. And I kind of want to go fight the Snatcher again. I'm not going to, because it'd be poor form, but he's so much fun. and his theme song. Alright, well that's chapter 3. We still got some time on this bad boy, so I guess... Okay, I'll consult Chet here. Oh, sorry?
What about the Corgi thing?
Oh yeah, we could do the Corgi text adventure. We'll do that. And then I will ask Chet in the meantime, we can go hunt down time rifts in the forest, or we can move on to World 4. It's up to you guys. I will definitely not finish World 4 in the next hour, which is when we're going to have to stop around 10:30. So, take your pick. I could also run around. There's like stuff I could do here in the spaceship. I could put together relics and do time rifts here and show off some other parts of it, so...
Cat has made her vote.
Well, we're definitely doing the Corgi thing first. Ah yes, the VGS-1, the fastest, most complex supercomputer ever to be built. Boot it up? Yes! You power it on. A world of computing delight awaits you. Greetings, user, unidentified user. Welcome to your home computing experience. Open application. Fun. Internet shutdown. So fun. Open application. Games. You have selected the text-based entertainment application. Open application. You have selected yes. I will choose a game from my immeasurable library of purely non-visual fun. I have selected Corgi Quest 7, The Leashes That Bind. You are a Corgi. Your name is Alan. You must sever the magical leash holding you to this plane of nastiness. Exits are north, east, and south. So, chat, what direction should we head? Or should I just do it? I realize now that there's a time delay on the stream, so this is gonna take forever if I wait. So I'm just gonna go north. You go north. There is a tiger. Exits are south and advisable. Should we talk to the tiger? Bark. Go south. Let's strike up a conversation. Your attempts do not sway the tiger. The conflict he has seen at the paws of your kind has given him strength such that the weight of your words is negligible. He mauls you very badly. Try again. So we'll go north again. We'll bark at him. You bark. It is very loud and good. The tiger is unduly startled and mauls you really quite badly. So let's not go north. Let's go east. Save my life. Okay. You cannot actually go east. You have been tricked. You are where your quest began. Exits are north, east, and south. You go south. There is a set of gates south. They are guarded by a prismatic wolf. Exits are north. There is a set of big gates, oh. Impatient looking. Will bark. You bark. It is really quite sonorous. The prismatic wolf rapidly shifts between spectrums, visible and invisible. You are a dog, so you really only see two colors regardless, so whatever, I guess. It flees and the gates are now unguarded. It would probably come back if you left, though.
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta do that again.
Twitch plays Corgi Adventure.
No.
You go through the gates and arrive at a grassy clearing. There is a large canyon here. Exits are north and south. Let's jump. Let's frolic. We're Corgi. You try to jump the canyon. It's possible you didn't know how big canyons are. Maybe that wasn't appropriately described. It was very large and measurably deep should you possess the immense means to do so. Try again. Okay, we go south. We bark. Whoops. Okay. We came back, so we gotta bark again. Go south. Go south. You pass a small field and arrive at the camp of a wandering blacksmith in a larger field. He introduces himself as Barry. Exits are just about every direction, I guess. It's a field. You talk to Barry. I may have mentioned this earlier, but it is a stretch to describe the noises you make as talking. He offers to make you a weapon, and promptly does so. It's a sword for dogs. You have a dog sword now. Well, let's go fight that tiger. Oh wait, prismatic. Yeah, we go north.
Try to fight the tiger and it mauled you.
I have a sword now.
Oh.
So the fight option is available. You battle the tiger with your claws. It is no match for your skill. Tigers are and will continue to be very endangered. You will be tried for your crimes. Hold on, catching up on chat comments here.
Fuck that tiger up.
I suppose it is quite a bit like overselling the features, but it also, people can't claim they were tricked, that they thought there'd be graphics. Okay, we go south, bark, go south, talk to Barry, go north, go north, go north, go north. Should we talk to him now? Okay, I guess the sword I thought would do something. There is a smaller field behind you and a larger one encircling you, likely in a non-threatening manner. There is a camp here, and I checked, so I can say with confidence you think his tent is grey. Barry is here also. Exits are literally everywhere in a sense. In another sense, you can only go north. Alright, grassy clearing. Let's look here. Slightly dry grassy clearing. A large sweeping canyon separates it from another grassy clearing to the west. There's a character in that clearing. His name is Seven Conclusions. Jump to conclusions! You attempt to jump to conclusions, but instead make a hasty judgment without considering the facts. You plummet into the canyon for several seconds before Seven levitates you out on their side. Seven is a wizard. You are on the other side of the canyon. Seven Conclusions is here, dressed very badly, as wizards so often are. There is a wizard's tower to the south, but it doesn't belong to them. Theirs, they both look incorrect in capital letters, is on the plain of yellow. Exits are south. You could go east, but that would be swiftly followed by down. There's a big canyon like 4 or 5 steps away. Also a large mauve wizard's tower to the south. If you went towards it, you would be traveling towerwards. You make dog noises at 7. They understand completely. The nearby wizard's tower would very likely hold a way to remove that leash, they say. There's not much else around here otherwise, they continue. It's pretty sparse out here. You arrive at the tower. There are wards protecting it, and boy are they doing that in a passable manner. 7 is here as they followed you. There isn't much else going on, they say. Exits are north. Your keen senses arrive at the tower. These wards, oh boy, these wards. They're magical, as expected. 7 is words cannot describe. Just terrible. You dog noise in a way that suggests 7 should dispel the magical wards for you. They do it. It's anticlimactic. You enter the tower. It's airy and well lit, but that just makes it more obvious that the furniture is less a hand-picked furnishing and more a collection of needed objects that someone came to own as they became necessary. You know what I mean? They kind of match. The effort was made to pick similar darkness woods, and the styles aren't completely dissimilar. You can easily tell from the wear and tear some have been in use longer, though, and the brackets holding the longer shelf on the wall are brass, whereas most of the other metal trimming pieces are iron.
Oh my god.
7 has been knocked unconscious by a burglar while you looked at the furniture.
Bugbear.
Exits are not available, given that you're in, like, a fight. Oh, a bugbear. Okay, let's use our sword on him. You wield your sword for dogs in the manner to which you are accustomed, which, actually, you know how dogs use swords, right? I don't need to describe it. You slay the bugbear.
Yay.
The stairs, which do not match any of the other woodwork, are unguarded. 7 is on the floor, but they're probably fine. You go up the stairs, all the way to the top of the tower. There is an altar and a magic book. Exits are down in varying speeds depending on if you go a different direction first. We can go Dennis! What? You look really hard at the literally 2 things here. The altar looks like the regular kind, not the bad cult kind. The book feels pretty magical, but you can't read, so exactly in what way it's magical you can't really tell. Sure wish 7 was here. Real trooper, that 7. Reliable. You focus your inner spirit and take in the magical energies of the book and the altar before speaking the word of power. Power? You feel tangible reality slip away. In an instant, you are pushed Dennis ways. You arrive in... Thank you for playing this special demo version of Corgi Quest 7, The Leashes That Bind. Closing text-based entertainment application.
There's no ending?
Nope.
You... assholes.
Yeah. A little disappointing, but they did warn you that it'd be anticlimactic. Let's surf the net. You have selected the web surf application. Unfortunately, the tide is low right now. Please check again later. Yeah. So that's kind of the computer. Oh crap. No. Shutting down. So that was Corgi Quest. It could be a burglar bugbear with a burglar sword. So I guess I'm just gonna go start World 4. It'll give us ample time to just, like, chat and stuff, because it's pretty open-ended. It's gonna be mostly me running around doing stuff. I also, if I haven't mentioned it, really, really like World 4. It's totally optional. You don't really have to do it. Yeah. So, this is Alpine Skyline, 4th World. It's gorgeous. It's super fun, and it's just like a free-form, open-worldy thing that you run around in and complete, like, these challenges. There are sort of separate sections of the thing, but you'll see as we go here. This is the best looking level in the game. Every time I show a screenshot from the game, I try to show it from here, because, God, it's pretty. Not so much this part right here, but you'll see. But this one is also really, really hard. The boss fights, not so much, but I'm not even sure there is a boss fight for this one at all. If I don't remember correctly. I think it's just more platforming stuff. But the platforming challenges here are far and away the hardest. But it's entirely optional, so people who don't feel like doing the hard stuff, like there's not a whole ton of plot here, so you're not missing out on anything like the Snatcher fight, you know, if you can't do it. But if you are a veteran of the old school collectathons, and you want something that's going to mercilessly kick your ass, this is the place in the game where you get it. Although, as I said earlier, I think the Subcon Forest Tree is pretty much the hardest platforming challenge in the game individually. But that's kind of just one densely packed, Okay.
Everything has words on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, the Yak folk run this place.
Are they the Yaks from
Yeah. I think there was a D&D supplement in 3rd edition that introduced Yak folk as a playable race. Because of course there was. Aurora Borealis. At this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes. Can I see it? No.
Oh, God. I love this part.
Sound is pretty too.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the goats up here, but we try to give them a wide berth. If you get in their way, they tend to be a bit pushy.
Oh, yeah. They'll hurl your ass right into the void. Oh. Slide down the sides of these. That's kind of cute. So, welcome to the Alpine Skyline.
This music actually reminds me of one of the town songs from Final Fantasy IX.
Yes! Yeah, absolutely.
Not everything I sell is of value. I also sell terrible badges.
Okay, so we're gonna get the extra badge pin so we can equip a third badge.
What's wrong with his face?
What's wrong with your face? I'm telling you, man, the thing they don't tell you about streaming is that you can't just repeat other better jokes from other people's shows all the time.
But
You can reference them, but we can't just sit here and recite Game Grumps episodes the entire time, which is... I don't even know how to communicate outside of that anymore. Need pawns. We got one more really important badge to buy. Also, I'm, like, not equipping a lot of stuff right now. I'll get the magnet badge since we're low on pawns. And I don't really need the projectile badge for much outside of boss fights, so... Okay, so we got kind of 4 major areas we can go. There's the birdhouse, which is over there, and it's a nightmare. The monsters there, like there are enemies there that are the most horrible in the whole game, you'll see. That's the Twilight Bell. It's one of the hardest platforming areas in the game. A lot of people haven't finished it. I have. It's real hard, though. That's the windmill over there. It's my favorite, my very favorite, and we're doing it first. And then way over here...
Lava zone.
Yeah, we got the lava cake over there. And that is a pretty difficult platforming section. I'm kind of hoping we have the final hat before we do that one, because it's a lot easier with it. So,
we're not Grump and not so Grump. It's he is Grump and I am also Grump.
Yeah, we're just really grumpy.
Yeah.
I'd say of the two of us, I would be not so Grump. So these big old goat guys, if you get in their way, they will just backhand you. It doesn't do any damage, but they will just knock you out into the clouds, so they don't give a fuck. Oh, God, man. Okay. I am, a little rusty. This is gonna be... It's gonna be fun. Alright, we're gonna do the windmill. If I can find it. It's over there. Okay. So first, we need to find the zip cord that'll take us over near the windmill. And then I believe each of them has... You have to blow big mountain horns here. And they will... Like yak horns, I guess? And they open up new routes. Yeah, the old windmill. Hehe. Alright, where's the damn... Yeah. Oh, that's time stop yarn! Okay, we need that. Okay, so as soon as we have 32 yarn, death is inevitable. Your time is valuable. As soon as we have 32 yarn, we can make the time stop hat, which is as ridiculously overpowered as it sounds. And it is actually required to beat a couple of areas, so... I think it's only required for one timepiece, but it is required for other shit. And it is also... Like, there's some areas that it's not technically required for, but it makes them really manageable. Okay, I'm thinking the problem here is that I have to blow yak horns in order to, access the areas here, and I haven't done any of that. So I need to... search around a little bit here. Hey, we can ice hat over here. Yeah, so, like, this is the place where there would be... somewhere to go. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Yeah, it's the freeform open world level, so we can just discuss stuff like PJ Masks. That's popular. Oh, there's one. Cause nighttime is the right time to fight crime. I can't think of a rhyme.
Shut up, Greg. I hate you.
Greg, that's A rhyme, and B, the phrase is complete. You don't have to... Okay. 3 was enough. Okay, well, by sheer luck, we opened the windmill first. Oh no, this opens all of them. Oh, silly me. I guess this is just them making sure I know about the horn mechanic before I go anywhere else, because you need it to go anywhere here. PJ Masks.
This has never happened before.
I hope I become popular that someday there's a supercut of me saying that 50,000 times. Not too popular, though.
The old windmill is this way.
And this is exhilarating fun. Oh, man. Okay, so this shows you... Yeah, there's a horn we gotta blow in order to keep moving. And this is... These are sort of the ancillary, the more simple platforming challenges, and then when you get to the specific areas. The no bonk badge is super great here, because you can just dash directly into stuff and run up it, and that's gotten play elsewhere, but it really comes into its own here. So do these jerks. Actually, I kind of think the brewing hat is our best bet. We don't need to move quickly on the ground a lot here, because there's just, you know, not a lot of open space here. Oh!
Oh no!
Woohoo! Yeah! I snatched you out of the air!
I snatched you right out of the air!
I'm a crumbling bridge plank, and I'm taking you with me. Well, not today, pal! We've been trying to get Xander into Emperor's New Groove recently.
Yeah.
He really likes 3D animation better than 2D, because he's, you know, he's a pleb from a younger generation who can't appreciate true art!
Yeah, okay.
But... or,
totally not the animation quality on Moana is vastly superior to anything we had as children.
Oh god, that is the most gorgeous film. It's also really good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sick of it now that I've seen it 800 times because I have a toddler, but it's really good.
Careful, some of you.
Oh, you think?
Thanks!
Let's see, y'all. Whee! There's a... Sometimes I will start wall running on something when I don't mean to, and then I'll hit A when I'm intending to do some other jump to sort of get me up in the air to maneuver around something. Then I spring off the wall to my death, and it's really embarrassing. I'm trying to show off how good I am.
I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins. That's so good. Anyway.
I know. It's really good. Well, okay, I can't wear out the VHS tape, this is true, but sooner or later, and I mean sooner, they're gonna take it off of Netflix,
Right.
and then problem solved, so...
Right, yeah, isn't Disney coming out with their own streaming service, and then all the Disney shit's gonna be taken off of Netflix or whatever, and
Yup.
you're gonna sign up for a different streaming fucking...
Yeah,
Though hopefully that one will be secured better, so we're not getting hacked by some dude from Israel.
oh yeah, we did recently get hacked on Netflix, from Israel. And the dude from Israel who hacked us has terrible taste, and was watching a bunch of shitty stand-up specials.
Right.
So now Netflix thinks I like that and is going to recommend all that crap to me for the rest of time.
Yep. Ew, Hulu. Ugh. I don't like Hulu.
Yeah, I don't know. The deal is, I'm kind of like annoyed because I don't want to have to get another streaming service and or drop Netflix, but to be honest with you, Disney having its own streaming service actually makes a ton of sense, especially given all the Marvel movies and stuff. Like,
makes sense. It just,
yeah.
I have Netflix now, and I would like to continue watching Disney stuff on the thing that I have. Convenient for me, Disney.
Yeah. That's the really important part here. Well, and like, the deal is, yeah, I have Hulu because I like paying money for it. This is exactly my objection to Hulu. It's like when cable TV first came out and it had no ads because you were paying for a cable subscription, and that didn't last long. Okay, scramble up here. Cramplo style. Oh, well, that wasn't what I wanted.
This one leads to a horn. You can just...
Oh, never mind, I totally do want to go here.
Yeah, I have an ad blocker for my computer, so I can not watch ads on YouTube.
Don't worry, I'm sure that'll be illegal soon.
Well, yeah.
Then we'll do it illegally. Oh no, okay. So, you see that painting of a cat in a bandana over there? flexing its muscles.
You're gonna steal your shit.
Oh no, I usually deal with these guys with the time stop hat. This is gonna be real bad. So
What's he do?
these guys are invisible, like they can turn invisible. They steal your pawns and your hats and run off with them, and you have to like go chase them down and get your fucking hat back, and they're a nightmare to fight because they're invisible and you won't auto-target onto them. So I think we're just gonna sprint hat and try to not be on the ground for very long. And if you watch, you can see the predator shadow of them sneaking up on me. But it's very hard to see when you're concentrating on playing the game. Yep. They're dicks. I hate these guys. They're the worst enemies in the game by far. If I said that about somebody else, I was lying. It's these ones. Oh, fuck you. At least I didn't get a hat. Okay. Almost in the clear. Ah! Oh my goddamn sprint hat!
It's vital.
I really need that. Get back here. Oh no, they steal all your hats. I can't use my brewing hat to fight him.
Oh shit.
Okay. Got my sprint hat back.
What do they do when they steal all your shit?
They just punch you.
Oops.
Oh my god, I never noticed, but she goes completely horizontal when she blows into the horn. Well, so I think the deal with Hulu is that there's a regular subscription which costs money and has ads, and then like a more premium or subscription that doesn't, but is more expensive and therefore worse.
And therefore lame.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's, you know. I think the problem for us with Hulu too was that we were trying to also pay for Netflix at the same time, so I didn't want to do the more expensive one, but then and then there's Crunchyroll, which
I think there was maybe 2 shows on Crunchyroll that we didn't absolutely hate after the first episode.
Yeah. Turns out I thought I was an anime fan and I'm really not, so
Really am not. No. I like the artistic stuff, like anything Studio Ghibli, obviously, because they're amazing. But in that similar vein, artistic stuff. What was the other one?
Seiri no Moribito?
Seiri no Moribito.
Yeah, that one's great.
About the prince who's possessed by a water spirit and his travel-weary spear maiden who, like, fuck shit up for him.
Isn't it like she killed a certain number of people, and then to atone for all the murders, she's going to,
so
she has to save one life for every life she took, and he's her last one. It's very good. That's
so great.
Maybe the best anime I've ever seen. Seriously.
Well, and then there's Natsume Yujin show.
Yeah, that was great!
That one's good.
Have you come to me?
Yes, we're gonna get the scooter badge. The thing is, I don't actually use the scooter badge all that often, but it's just fun. It's fun to do. Oh, what the heck. Real quick. Whee! We'll do donuts. The thing is, it's mostly for travel between distances, because you can't, like, your platforming kind of sucks, you can't double jump on it or whatever. Okay, we probably want the parasol and the no bonk here, because, oh boy. The windmill's a lot of fun, but it's hard. Also, see if you can spot the subtle musical influence of a specific Koji Kondo song in this one. It is brazen. It's brazen, Bran.
It's brazen.
2 scoops of plagiarism in every bowl.
Fair use. Sampled. It's fine.
I actually think it's okay. I think people get too fucking bent out of shape about... Like, people get to the point where they think that using the same chords is stealing, and it's ridiculous. But I saw this YouTube video that played 2 different sections of 2 different songs back to back, and they sounded pretty similar to me, so... Based on my limited understanding of musical theory, Van Halen's fucking crooks. I will say the one case of musical plagiarism that is absolutely true is that Vanilla Ice totally bit the bass line to Under Pressure, but the dude was just a little early to the party. If he had waited a couple of years, he would have just called it sampling and it would have been fine. So, because that was, I mean, hip-hop started doing that immediately after. And there were, I think, even some landmark legal cases, but I'm not, like, a big hip-hop fan, so I don't know a ton about them, but I'm cool with it. I think sampling's a good thing. Oh, crap. That was bad. Fortunately,
like,
it mercy kills you, so you don't have to climb all the way back up.
It's the same thing with, like, Weird Al Yankovic covers, where you take a shitty song, but it's got one really good part, so you want to keep it, but you want to change all the shitty-ass lyrics, because they're dumb.
Because
dumb as hell.
Iggy Azalea is, got an IQ of 75, so... Right, so I guess I should point out a little about the level design of this place at some point, but I don't know, it's kind of self-evident. It's just fun and really difficult, and I love it. I love every minute of it. It's my favorite level in the whole game in terms of, like, just play experience, right? Your contract is expired is obviously the apex of the game, but for other reasons. I guess the finale of the whole game is pretty good too, but we're a ways off from that. That's definitely not happening tonight. See, what Alex is referencing here is that is the actual legal argument that Vanilla Ice made. Like Vanilla Ice and his lawyers made. We added the click at the end, so it's a little different.
It totally wasn't an accidental click on a microphone.
Right. More like, check out my crook while my DJ revolves it. Stole it. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ha! That, like, synced with the music for a second. Okay, so, for the longest time, I didn't see this right here. So I thought the way you had to do this level, let's see if I can even do this now. Ah, yeah. I thought you had to make that jump, and it's possible. I know, because I did it a bunch, but as you can see, it's a finicky bastard, and we're not going to hit it. Oh my god. That got out of hand. And it sent me back.
Yay! Back. No, this is strategic backtracking.
There's a retreat. I think it's more the game being like, this part seems pretty hard for you, why don't you go practice an earlier part of the windmill first. I don't know if you saw, but this is the last world, so you're not gonna bring that weak shit here. It's not, though. One of the stretch goals on the Kickstarter was a 5th world, and it is coming out eventually, someday. We don't know yet, so... but when it does, you bet your ass I'll be back here to finish it up. Because, boy do I love this game. Song of Stones, never mind. No. It really is, it's its own gorgeous piece of music, though. I really do like the soundtrack here. I like the soundtrack in general. It is a masterpiece. And it was Pascal Michael Stiefel's first soundtrack, so it's incredible. Grant Kirkhope technically composed the main theme, like the title screen theme, but everything else was Michael Pascal Stiefel, or Pascal Michael Stiefel. He's got 3 names.
Yeah, he's got too many names.
He probably wears an ascot and a polo shirt. That's my experience with dudes with 3 names. Like Clive Staples Lewis, which is actually on my birth certificate. That's my real name.
but that's not.
No, it's not. I'm kidding. That's the full name of C.S. Lewis. Clive.
Clive. See, that's, you know, you're from the north, so that's why you think of people with 3 names like that. I think of fucking some hillbilly living in a shack in the woods.
Named Bobby Joe Cletus. Oh god. Okay, so these guys you blow up with the brewing hat because they just rush at you and, you know, blow themselves up. Can I joke about that? Can I make a suicide bomber joke? Is that gonna get me fucking unhireable in a couple of years?
Well, I mean, you're unhireable now.
Right, but am I gonna get doxxed by Tumblr? Like, are people gonna be coming after me with torches and pitchforks?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, then I'm good to tell my version of the aristocrats joke, right?
No.
It's in song form.
Of course.
You remember that song? The parody of Pure Imagination? I'm not gonna sing it, don't worry. On request, I will PM it to anybody who asks that I know personally, but it absolutely isn't okay, so. But it's the aristocrats, damn it, you're supposed to make it as, you know, ooh. Okay, I'm being a dumbass and trying to melee those spiders for one thing. This level is really all about the brewing hat in a lot of ways, same with the birdhouse, but what's cool is they don't just like telegraph it to you by making everything glow like you're used to. You gotta sit there and think like, hey, you know, which of my tools would really help with these monsters that keep booting me off of the thing? Oh yeah! Right, because Alex says that people with 3 names are assassins, because the media always reports their middle name. So that if you have the same first and last name, you don't feel like bad. Hey, I actually activated the checkpoint by getting close enough over here. That was kind of a skip. And not my horrible ineptitude. Oh, that was the camera getting stuck. That was just me missing. We are very near the top of this thing. Man, the camera doesn't like this spot. That is some N64 level camera crap. The camera in this is usually pretty good and very easy to control, so even if it fucks up, it's not like, you know, terrible.
No.
Why spawn me there, is my question. Gotta land in the bird's nest, god damn it. Oh, don't die. Oh, don't die. This here, and then this here. Right at the top. Don't want to die here. And we got it! Alright, that's the windmill. So, personally, I'm finding this a lot more fun and easy to do with a host, or a co-host. So that's cool. So those evil spores are kind of the boss of this one. And when you do all 4 areas...
And he's infected and he's gonna bitch slap you even harder?
Yeah.
Or...
He'll bitch slap me with the fury of Satan in his hands.
Oh, okay.
No, those spores spread more and more as you complete areas of the level, but kind of just in cutscenes, and the finale level is... Yeah. Spores a go-go. They're everywhere. Ahoy hoy. Ahoy hoy, for those of you who don't know, was the original greeting for the telephone that did not catch on.
For some reason.
I don't know why. So, let's see. We're gonna do the lava cake next, even though I don't have the time stop hat. I lied, we're not doing that. We're gonna do the Jade Bell next, or the Twilight Bell. I call it the Jade Bell all the time because of the colors. And also because Hearthstone had a really powerful deck archetype called Jade Druid for a while and it's stuck in my head.
They're silent princess flowers. Get them.
Where's my... Oh, there's my mask. Okay. I know, right? I need to brew stealth food. The most useless of all foods. The way I play it. My strategies all begin and end with, where's a high thing I can jump off of to rain bomb arrows?
Stock of 170 bomb arrows.
I stock bomb arrows until they quit selling them, so... This part's pretty annoying, but the Dweller Mask gives us a little more leeway on it. And I did it first try anyway, so...
Swang!
Swang! Oh my god, Hat Kid is so cute.
Yeah.
I love all the little animations. I love, like, this is, like, the perfect example of how to make a game on a seriously limited graphics budget and make it look awesome. Cell shading, stylization, bright colors, interesting ideas, good level layout. So the Twilight Bell is, I think I mentioned earlier, one of the harder platforming areas in the game. Oh, this is the Fast Hatter badge, which lowers the cooldown on all of our abilities. It's only 250, I'm glad. I thought it was 500 for some reason. We can't afford it yet, but we'll be getting it, because it's one of the best. I wear that badge for, like, my endgame loadout, so...
Whoa, it got all Twilight Princess on us.
I know, right? Yeah, you get transported to this crazy spirit world, and then they heal you up, because they're gonna need to. And then they make sure you have the Dweller Mask, because this is not possible without it. And then they just unload on you. Here we go. Oh, I wish I had had enough for the Fast Hatter badge, because it helps a lot here. The cooldown on the Dweller Mask is pretty long, comparably. So these are anti-bells. And your powers are kind of useless in them, right? They turn off the Dweller Mask, or it doesn't function in there, so yeah. Oh man, they fixed that. So when the game first released, those lips were a pain in the ass, but now you just wall run up like an invisible wall outside them. Thank God. Okay, I jumped before my Dweller Mask was ready because I'm used to having the cooldown reduction on, but it worked out, so... So there's healing and a locked door over there. Anti-bell. Alright, so this part's pretty tough, but I don't need to do, like, quiet time or whatever, so... That's hidden down there. How much yarn do we have? 9. Well,
Yay.
That's something like 32. I like this part because I get to use the Dweller Mask a lot, and it's the cutest hat, so...
I don't know, eyes are like too creepy for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that adds to the cuteness. It's like a Halloween fox, right? Like a witch fox or something. Saved it. Alright. Now we got the key. And before we unlock the door, we're gonna go do this side. This side... You kinda need to know the exact duration of the Dweller Mask. I go off of sound cues. But I don't know if I want to call myself a musician, but I sing, so... Got a good sense of rhythm. I used to play the drums. Yeah, you see that shit? That was pro, motherfuckers. Alright. So, we've blown the horn, we've unlocked, or we've got the key, we're ready
I
to move.
believe what the fox says is ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding.
Da-ding-da-ding.
Ding-ding.
Or possibly hotty-hotty-hotty-ho. Yeah, I could take that all the way back down. Or... make sure we're healed up. Okay. There is a speedrunner skip here that I can't do. That is very, very fun. That skips pretty much the entirety of this level. So this... you use your Dweller Mask to open gates by propping them up. Oh, you can cancel it too. I forgot about that. I don't have to wait for the full duration. Okay, let's see. Oh, so the skip... oh boy, I think they fixed it even. This used to be narrower, and you could run up, wall jump. Oh no, you can still do it. Okay, I can't keep steady far enough, but you can run all the way up this archway, and if you're positioned right... yeah, it's tough to pull off, but if you do it just right, you'll get right up to the top bell. But the jump at the reason I can't do it, the wall jumping isn't really that hard, but the jump at the very top to get up to the exit is incredibly tough. Because you can't position yourself well, because you're, you know, constantly wall running. So these guys are incorporeal and can't hurt you, but you can't hurt them until you Dweller Mask. It's an interesting concept that goes nowhere, because they don't really use it outside of this one, you know.
Yeah, they should put those on the platforms where you use the Dweller Mask, and then you have to deal with them.
Yeah.
They're in your fucking way.
Yeah. No, exactly. That'd be a great idea. Oh right, so anti-bell. That's a neat puzzle. I really like that one. I mean, I solved it immediately because I knew how to do it, but it's a really cool puzzle. Just trust me on this, okay, you guys? Okay, so we have the key, we can technically move on, but what I want to do... what? Can I... what? Cause... what? But... oh, duh. Alright, so we need our ice hat ready. Santa! Then we gotta hit the bell, and we have to fucking go. Because we're on a timer here, and then and then we get yarn. Precious yarn. Because we need to learn how to stop time so that I can go do the fucking lava cake the easy way.
Lava cake?
Yeah, it's called the lava cake. It's
filled with ooey gooey chocolate.
I hope so. Boy, I hope I didn't fuck this up. I might have fucked it up. How do I get over there? I mean, I know this game. I'm good at it. I'm very good at it. It looked great for the time. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. I just needed to lower it further. Let's see. So I have, like, a rant ready to go at some point about nice guys, but I think I'm gonna leave it for right now. I'm not even sure that's like the type of content I want to do here, but it's what I have in my heart right now, so...
A disdain towards gentle sirs?
Gentle sirs. Well, and just specifically, like... I don't want to be real harsh on them, because I kind of used to be like that, to some extent. I don't think I was really all that much, you know? But at the very least, I will say I knew a bunch, right? I was a geeky guy, and I had a lot of friends who were along those lines, and the problem is I feel like a lot of the reaction to them comes from people who have a very specific sort of relationship with them, which is people who are annoyed by them constantly asking for fucking dates they don't deserve, right? And I'm not here to tell anybody to stop, you know, griping at them for that, because that's seriously a problem. I'm not, you know, I ain't here to tell you how to do it. I'm just saying that I think there's another sort of thing to be said about it, which is just, I think that it's... well, I don't want to get into it. My point is more that I think we could make more inroads in trying to talk to them about things if we addressed certain aspects of their personality outside of that sort of context, right? But that's where it comes from for right now, so... why can't I can't move. I can't get it. I don't know, that was really rambly. I can't imagine anybody has any idea what I meant by that. This is why, like I say, I really gotta get my thoughts about it straight before I talk about it, right? So I should probably just shut up about it for now. Well, we have about 15 minutes left, and we're halfway through World 4, so I'm gonna hit the hub, and we'll do some time rifts, because there are time rifts in the spaceship, and that'll be a good sort of time filler for the end here, and we need those time pieces. We need pawns, so why not? I'm actually not even sure there are pawns in the time rifts, but... oh, how many time pieces do we have? We're up to 24. We're one away from unlocking the finale. So here, we can go through here with the Dweller Mask. Your masks unlock different little sections of your ship. And they have time rifts. And these guys are pedestals. We can activate them using pawns, and then we assemble our relics on them, and they unlock one new timepiece in each of the worlds. So
she's got a cookie.
Yeah.
I want a cookie.
She loves cookies.
I love cookies too.
You like cookies? Oh my god,
I like
cookies!
I like boys. I like boys.
Oh, I hate this time rift. I hate it. These guys, these Elvis-looking motherfuckers, are the worst. They just...
they're DJ Groove-looking motherfuckers, thank you very much.
Are they? I guess they are. So, here, let me just demonstrate what they do.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They dicks. They a shit. So you try to kill them with from a distance with your brewer hat. You can try to kill them with the laser, but that means you have to be on a level plane with them because you can't jump while you're charging your laser. And you want to be on a level plane with them because, like a goat, when they see you,
they will charge towards you.
Yeah, they flip a coin in their head, and on heads they charge at you, and on tails they charge at you as hard as they can. And they throw you way out. I mean, I don't think I've ever recovered. Fortunately, falling into the abyss is not instant death in this game, which is like... how did it take this long for developers of 3D platforming games to stop killing you for falling into the void? It's the dumbest crap.
And then make everything the void.
Yeah, I would have... God, if falling into the abyss had just caused me to take damage in Super Mario 64, I might not have put my fist through that television. I didn't actually do that, but I wanted to. Tall, Tall Mountain, and especially Tiny Huge Island can kiss the fattest part of my ass. Just... and they're not even my least favorite level in that game, but they're definitely the ones that are most happy to, like, oh, you missed a jump ever, anywhere. Fuck you off into the oblivion. Okay, well, we could get the Forest Dweller color, or the Forest Critter color. I'm gonna get that. That's a nice... And then I get to show off what palette swaps do, because you unlock them with this little mini-game here. And that reminds me, we have a spin on the Wheel of Destiny.
Here we go!
Oh, I forgot. So we got 25 timepieces. That means we do this little bit. Little story section. Bonus, right at the end.
All right, I'm in. I made it. I infiltrated that kid's spaceship without the alarms going off.
So like, not to burst your bubble, but they totally did.
She's collected a ton more timepieces than I have.
Hat Kid
Now
versus
where
Mustache
does she
Girl.
keep them?
Fight! Round 1.
So, Mustache Girl controls identically to Hat Kid, which at first seemed kinda lazy, but in the final boss fight, they have similar movesets, so it's actually kinda cool.
Jackpot! This must be where she stores them all. Time to mess with time a little.
Take all your shit.
What?
Is it supposed to be like that?
Like what? Like not playing, or? Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. I just keep it up so we can watch the chat, but if it were playing, it would do that audio echo crap, so... Yeah. Oh, okay, so it auto-equipped it for me. So, normally, Hat Kid looks like EA, but if you equip a color, you get the forest critter here, it turns her clothes green and makes her blonde. And you can, it changes all your hats and stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to use it right now, but... Okay, so what Mustache Girl did there was create the final level, so we can now access it. We ain't going to, but I'll kind of show what's up with it. So yeah, the world is fucked over there. Fortunately, since we're a time traveler, we can go back to its pre-fucked state to do the other levels, which is how I, headcanon it. Because we can still totally access all the other levels, right? Time's End. And so she creates this crazy amalgam of all the other worlds by just smashing all the time pieces together. And it's kind of a cool final area, but we're not going to do it right now, because if nothing else, I really, really want the time stop hat first. Here's a Corgi-based TV show. You can't see the Corgi because of her hat is in the way, but it's totally a little Corgi on the screen there, see? And it has its a little addition to the song. You can totally sit there and watch it. It doesn't actually, like, it's just the title screen forever, but... Okay, so we got enough time tokens to do a spin on this guy. I have a better flair for my basic hat already. That's for the speed hat, and I already have the dinosaur, which is the best one, so... Yeah, that's a really hideous skin for the Dweller mask. Sorry to whoever made it, sorry to whoever likes it, but it's trash. We're going back to the cute
trash,
fox.
And you're trash.
You're a garbage person for liking it. Look, I'm not saying that people who like that hat should be, like, rounded up and put in camps, but I'm not saying it either. So, there's a secret area up the slide where you can get to the mailroom. There used to be a time rift in here, but now it accesses mods and, like, user-created levels. There are a ton of really fantastic user-created levels for this. So, you ever get a chance, if you ever buy the game, definitely check them out. They extend the life of the game by quite a bit. You can also go into the art gallery here. And there's another time rift and another, deal here. The artwork in here, shit, I should have showed it off. I will when we leave the time rift, but the artwork in the gallery is all fan art from fans, like, with their permission, obviously. They didn't just go to DeviantArt and scrape it. Like, hey, I've known developers who would totally fucking do that.
Totally. Especially as an indie developer, they probably could have gotten away with it for a while.
Yeah, nobody would have known, right? I think it might have been like a tier on the Kickstarter or something, I don't know. Either that or, I think a lot of the fan art was made during the beta, so it might have just been like a spontaneous fan. The beta, this game was in beta for... This game started development in 2012.
Jeez.
It came out in 2016, 2017? Oh, come... What? I clipped that, come on. By which I mean the game's hitboxes are normally so generous that I am used to just being able to fuck off as bad as I want, and it is just like, okay, whatever, you were close enough. Blammo! Ha 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 ha, you're not Kablamo. Oh lord. Okay, so if you've never heard Kablamo by The Lonely Island back when they were called Incredibad, they have an old album from like the late 90s called Please Incredibad, Don't Hurt Him. It's... Okay, I'm not gonna say, like... All of the later Lonely Island albums are far better, but there's a nice lo-fi charm to it that I really like. And Stork Patrol in particular. Check out the music video for Stork Patrol. Do it. Don't listen to my wife. She doesn't want you to have fun like I do. That's a decent flair for the brewer hat, I guess. I'm gonna roll one more time.
If you enjoy giant paper mache storks, go right
oh
ahead.
my god!
Oh my god.
Is there no end to the hideous fucking skins for the Dweller mask? I swear to God.
It's like a buffalo skull or something. It's kind of okay.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's alright. Oh god. Well, okay. Yeah,
Antler thing.
it's growing on me. But, you know. Foxes are my totem animal. Not really. Shrikes are my totem animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll show off the rest of the artwork in the gallery real quick, because I didn't take a look around at it. So, I think I can first person somehow? Nope.
Is that a melting timepiece?
Yeah. Yeah, there's the Salvador Dali. Ceci n'est pas une I can't speak French at all. I don't know what that says, and I can't pronounce it. I like the Mona Lisa there, and the
pop art.
yeah, from that guy. God damn it! I know this dude. Anyway, so that's the art. Whoa. There's Da Vinci.
No, Alex says it's not a parasol.
Oh, I see. And I keep calling it one, so...
Umbrella.
Ella, A. Oh, hey, American Gothic right up over the wall, and then, the screen.
The one on the back wall. That one.
Which one?
The yellow cape and that's super cute.
Oh, yeah.
Flowers in the stormy background.
That's great. That has got to be... Pretty much everything here is a reference to other art, so that's got to be an actual picture somewhere. Right? Because there's like, yeah, you even got the meme format, the Bordeaux tapestry up in the upper left there. Okay. So, we're a few minutes early, but I think this is just a good place to call it for right now. There's other stuff I can do, but it's mostly going to be, you know, main level stuff. So, I think if there's no objections, I'm going to call the stream right now. Yeah. Hope you guys had a good time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.